In this episode, I talk to you about whether or not I regret removing mobile detailing from my business. And this is good for you if whether you are mobile and you want to go and work at your home garage or go to a shop, like this episode will be excellent for you. And if you are interested in getting more customers for your business and creating a reliable marketing system that consistently brings you quality leads, then you can click the link down below or go to detailclass.com and sign up for the free training. It goes over how I turn my websites into a customer generating machine that works 24/7. So how I've grown my business for the last 8 years now, I think, has been through this marketing system. So just go to detailclass.com or just click the link down below. Let's get started with this episode. Right now, we are again in my office. I think I'm going to go with this format for a while just because I have my podcast set up right here and it's just kind of easier to set this up. So I think if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll be here for a while, but that doesn't really change anything. But this was like a similar location to where I used to shoot the podcast in the beginning, like maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago in the other office in 104. So we're kind of made the full trip around and we're back in the office shooting these episodes. So today we're talking about if I regret removing mobile detailing from our business. I know this is a big topic a lot of detailers have when it comes to whether they want to, when they want to grow or what their next move is if it makes sense to get rid of mobile detailing. Is that something that, maybe you want to go full-time at a shop and get your own shop. Maybe you want to be home garage and work at your house. And then, it's always a conversation with detailers of like, do I step away from mobile detailing? Should I have someone else run it? Is that, so we're going to talk about that today. So I have my notes pulled up, so I'll be referencing that throughout this episode. So I started as a mobile detailer back in 2011. So now for 10 plus years, I've been a mobile detailer. Technically right now, not anymore. But for 10 plus years, I would mobile detail every single day. Not literally every day, but on working days, I would be a mobile detailer. So I started out of my 2003 Toyota Matrix XRS, did that for a while, and then I upgraded to a 2009 HHR panel. And that one's a fun little car. I still have it to this day. We still drive it. I call it my milk truck. And then when I joined up with Lex, we drove a 1999 Dodge Caravan. And that van had so many things wrong with it. Like so many things wrong with it. But it did have a lot more space. And then fast forward like 2 more years, and then we get the 2015 Ram ProMaster. And then we were using that one for, I think 3 years, I believe. And then we got a shop at some point, and then we were in between both doing shop detailing and mobile detailing. And then slowly over time, we transitioned from doing primarily, let's say 90% mobile detailing and 10% shop. We slowly transitioned to 90% shop and 10% mobile, to the point where then we're like, well, does it even make sense to still keep this van and keep all the equipment in there and pay the note and the insurance and all that if we're only going out for 10% of our jobs? So then we made the decision to get rid of the mobile van and strictly go shop based. Now, let me check. Okay, just want to make sure the podcast is still running. Now that doesn't mean that, we still have our HHR panel, the milk truck. So we were still able to go mobile. And because we only had 10, I'm just using this number very loosely. Because 10% of our customers were mobile, we didn't need a big setup. We don't need a 12-gallon capacity extractor. We don't need a generator that could power 7 tools at once. We don't need a bigger extractor or a bigger compressor or multiple tools. If we're only doing 10% of our jobs as mobile detailing, then what we take could be far, far less, because we're only doing a very small marginal amounts of jobs that require us to go mobile. Now, I say all that to say, it still took us a while to get rid of the mobile van. Because although right now I just told you we went from 90% mobile to 10% shop, and then we switched that to 90% shop and 10% mobile, it was still a very slow progress that we made. And it's not like I had the foresight of this is how we're going to do it. It kind of naturally played out in that way. And it wasn't until maybe let's say 6 to 9 months where we kept on working at the shop, and we'd book out the shop, and At one point, I was like, Lex, when's the last time we went mobile, or like how often do we go mobile now? And he's like, not really, man. I think like the last time we went mobile was like 4 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, like maybe we don't. And then that's when we kind of started talking about that idea of like, I don't think we need the mobile van anymore, huh? Because it's just sitting there in the shop. We're still paying the note. We're still paying the commercial auto insurance. We're still have all the tools in there. We still have to maintain the generator and change the oil, and we still have to keep up with the maintenance on the van. And it's like, well, so then we started talking about like, well, do we really need this van still? Is that, is it going to affect us? And again, a big thing detailers have is transitioning between mobile to shop, because if you build your business off of mobile detailing, like I have over the last 10 plus years, you kind of have this attachment of like, oh, people know me as a mobile detailer. Like I am a mobile detailer. That is what I know. Now, when I first started my business, in 2011, I had the foresight at least to say, I'm not going to put the word mobile in my URL. That way, if I ever let go of mobile detailing, it doesn't affect my URL as far as your website, your domain name, right? So like, I didn't want to name my business Zebra Mobile Detailing, because then I was like, well, if at some point I give up mobile, then the name is kind of confusing. So I just went with Zebra Detail. That's not my business name. I'm just giving it to you as an example. So that definitely helps, having that foresight just out of, way back when. But that is a thing that a lot of detailers are cautious of like, yeah, well, I've been a mobile detailer for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. If I now am shop-based, am I not going to lose a lot of my customers because like, I gave them the benefit of me going to them, and that's why they hired me, and that's why they appreciate me, and that's why, I've been going to them for the last 4 years every Monday or once or twice a year, and like they know me as a mobile detailer. And trust me, we went through the same thing. And again, since we had such a slow progression to make that switch, it never affected us because one, we, if you're gonna go shop, like just black and white, if you ultimately want to go shop based, you're going to go shop based, which means, yes, you're going to lose customers because like they want a mobile detailer and you're no longer a mobile detailer. Like that's simply just going to happen just for the fact of like, that's how it works out. Right. So that black and white, it will happen. Now, when we were doing it, it was a slow progression in terms of, it's not like one day we were just like, hey, all mobile details are going to be done today. We're no longer mobile detailing. It was a very slow progression of like, okay, if our schedule, and I'm keeping these numbers very loosely, right? Just to give you an example. But let's say if there's 10 details in a week, when we first got the shop, it would be 1 detail at the shop, 9 mobile. And over time, it went to 2 at the shop, 8 mobile. And then over time, it went to 4 at the shop, 6 mobile. And then over time, it went to 7 at the shop, 3 mobile. And then over time, it went to 1 mobile detail and then 9 at the shop. And with the customers, I mean, we for us, we did lose customers, and I don't want to say the word lose because it's not like our business went down, like don't think about the word lose in terms of like, oh, a part of your business just left you. No, because like we just made room for more customers that want to bring it to the shop, right? So when I say lose, it just means like a customer no longer comes to us, but like we get more customers that come into our business, right? Like that's another big thing of like how you're able to transition, because if you don't have a reliable marketing source that brings in the leads and customers into your business, well, then of course you're going to be scared to like go from mobile to shop or to really change anything, because like you're at the mercy of like, well, how do I get my customers, and like, where are they going to come from? And what if I don't get any more? But like with us, because we had our SEO, search engine optimization, because we were running Google ads, at least at the time we were, the leads kept on coming in. Like whether it's mobile, whether it's like, the leads keep on coming in, right? So with that one, it was a slow progression, and like we were able to see very slowly, like, oh, okay, like things are still going well. Like, yes, we're decreasing our mobile jobs, but like nothing changed in the business in terms of did removing mobile detailing affect our operations? Like it didn't at all. And if you fast forward to now, so like on our website, we were very heavily we had a lot of mobile detailing pages. So if you're inside of the SEO for Detailers course, that's something that I talk about a lot in terms of if you're a mobile detailer, you do have a big advantage versus detailers that are shop based in terms of SEO and able to target more areas or cities or counties in your area because you actually go to them. Now, that was a big part of our website as well, where we targeted a lot of different cities because we were mobile, and I'd want to make sure we were ranking in all those cities. And when we kind of transitioned to fully shop, that did somewhat affect us because, and not somewhat, it did affect us because there were a lot of people finding our websites and looking at our, our city pages. Like, let's say someone is in city A, right? And someone from city A would look at that city A webpage on our website and say, oh, these people are mobile detailers in my area. Let me give them a call. Let me send them an email. And we would have to explain, we're no longer mobile detailers. If you wanted to service your vehicle, it's at our shop. So in that regard, we would lose customers because there were customers or people that were looking for mobile services in their area. And at some point, we were mobile detailers and we did go to the area, but not that we're shop based. We no longer go to the area. So we're not able to book in that customer. Now, for us, we didn't delete those pages because that still does bring in traffic to our website, which is still valuable. So for us, what we do is we just put an announcement bar on every single mobile service page. And we just put since January of 2023, we no longer accept mobile detailing jobs because we still want to rank for those words because it is already ranking. And it's just I'm not gonna give that up just because it still brings in traffic, and some of those people might be able to be converted to shop customers. So I'm gonna still leave them up. But in that regard, we did see that a lot, and that's something that we had to kind of adjust. That way, people don't feel misled. Another thing that we did is we removed the also throughout the websites, I did parts where we talked about mobile detailing. I did take those down. That way, again, people wouldn't think that we're still mobile detailers. And then on the form itself, because we get a lot of form submissions, we also removed because we used to have the option of, would you like it to bring it to the shop? Would you like it to be mobile detailing, or it doesn't matter, or either works for me. And for a while, we would go based off that. If they select shop, okay, they'll come to the shop. If they select mobile, we'll go mobile. But going to fully shop, we just removed that whole portion out of the form, and now it's only shop. And a lot of customers that we were mobile for, they still come to our shop. So again, it depends your area, what you do and all that. But for us, we still have a large majority of customers, previous customers that come to our shop. We have customers that we did correction and coatings at their house, and now they bring it to our shop for their correction, coating, or maintenance, whatever it is. And we also still get maintenance details every single month come to our shop. I know with maintenance details, a typical thing to say or a typical thought process is if it's maintenance, it has to be mobile. It has to be, you have to go and wash your car and maintain their vehicle at their location. And that's simply not the case at all for us because we're not trying to max out our schedule with maintenance details. We're definitely, that's not our goal at all. But we still do get, sometimes it's once a month, sometimes it's once a quarter, maybe it's twice a month, where they'll bring us their coated vehicles, whether it's that we did it or sometimes they'll find us because they're looking for a reliable detailer that can maintain their coated vehicle, and we'll just wash and we'll do a wash and we call it a mini interior detail at our shop. So again, that was a preconceived limited thought or limited belief, I should say, of if we're shop based, we're not going to get maintenance details because that's a mobile thing. But that's clearly not the case. They still drop off their vehicle at our shop for a full day when it's just a wash and a light cleaning on the inside. Not that we asked them to drop it off, but they're just drop. I'm gonna just drop it off. I don't want to wait here. I'll go pick it up at the end of the day, or I'll pick it up in 4 hours. So it's, in that regard, that wasn't a problem for us at all. And overall, and another shocking thing actually is, if you look at today, there's a majority of our customers or people that are finding out about us for the first time. They only know us as a detail shop. They didn't know we offer mobile detailing, right? Which is kind of crazy because, again, I've been doing it for 10 plus years, and now it's it's not a thing of are you still mobile? It's we don't get asked to be mobile anymore. No one comes to us for mobile services, right? They'll go to someone else now for mobile detailing. But if they come to us, it's because they're going to bring it to our shop. And I mean, to me, that's a crazy thing to think about, just because, again, like, for how long, how many years, how many hours, how many things have I done mobile at someone else's house, business, condo, apartment, whatever. And now it's like, oh, now it's completely switched. And like, people only know us as like, oh, they have a detail shop. So I'm not gonna go too far into this because I have other episodes covering this already. But also, like, the difference between shop detailing and mobile detailing is so different. Like, and especially this year, I mean, it just keeps on getting hotter and hotter out there. And like, if you're by yourself and you're solo, you know, like, you always like push through things and you always work through it because like it's just you and you need to make the money and it's your business and you control everything and you know, you go through the motions. But when you have a team, it's like you can't have that same level of action or standard, because like what you are willing to do and work is much different than an employee, because like they're an employee and you're the business owner. So another thing that's great is like, it's a lot more comfortable to work at the shop versus being mobile. Like, there's days where we're like, man, like, it's so crazy hot out there. Like, imagine if we were mobile right now with a booked out schedule, and it's like it'd be crazy to go through. So in that regard, I mean, yeah, like it's a night and day difference in terms of the pros and cons of shop detailing. Just makes life much easier, right? Because heck, you just drive to one location, the customers come to you, you have a restroom, you have AC, you can take a break, you can have more control of your work environment. The weather doesn't get in your way as much. It just creates a lot of other opportunities. You can do so many more things. Like, it just all around, like there's no way that like I regret it at all. I will say the only thing that is not even regrettable, but like something that I miss about mobile detailing is simply due to the fact that like at a shop, you're always at a shop. You're always within the same four walls every single day. And with mobile detailing, like, you're always out and about, right? You're going to this new neighborhood, this other town you haven't really been to. You are passing by this nice area. You're passing by this lake. You're passing by the beach. You're going to these nice, like, so in that regard, it's cool to move around and be out and to just kind of be in your city. Again, but that's like the one thing that I miss from. Other than that, everything else is still way more positive with shop detailing than it is mobile detailing. But that is something that I do greatly miss, just because like I'm in these four walls every single day, or I'm in the four walls of the shop every single day, and then like nothing really changes. Like, you just see the same walls, and you know, we have a TV, we have music, we have we have all the accommodations, but it's still the same four walls. So I won't go on that too much, just because I have another episode on that. So our business did not slow down with going from mobile to shop. We still get a consistent flow of qualified leads into our business on a daily basis. So like, and that's why I say, if you don't have a reliable marketing source in your business, then yeah, if you like, and it could be for anything. Like, if you want to move from one city to another city, or if you want to move from one address to another address, or, you know, if you want to offer a new service and you don't have a reliable marketing system in place to keep on bringing you leads, or to bring you new leads for new service, you're never in control, right? Because you're like, well, if I change location, if I change city, how do I get customers? But if you have the right skills and the right knowledge to where you can push and pull levers to increase your lead flow every single day, or to increase your lead flow, well, then now you are in more control, because like, you know what to do to like make things work in your business. So with us, when we transitioned from mobile to shop, nothing changed. Like, the leads did not slow down at all, because we have our marketing in place, right? It's our website, SEO, search engine optimization, and Google Ads at the time. When we added and here's just a perfect example as well. When we added vinyl wrap as a new service, when we added window tint as a new service, when we added paint protection film as a new service, we're still able to generate new leads for those services because of SEO, right? That's when you turn your website into a customer generating machine, right? That's what our website is. Like, our website is not like, oh, look, there's cute photos and like content and what. No, like, our website has a purpose, and it's to generate leads and customers for us. And that's what it does 24/7. And that's how we're able to get customers consistently, whether we were mobile detailing, whether we were shop detailing, whether we add new services. Like, our website continues to work every single day and it produces results for us every single day. Like that's, and if you're looking at your website, if it's not doing that, like if you have a website, I don't care if it was for 6 months or 6 years, and it's not producing quality leads on a daily basis that you're booking in customers, it's not doing its job. And again, that's our marketing system. Again, at the time, we were also running Google Ads. Here soon, again, we're going to start the Google Ads for window tinting again. But that's what makes a big difference with your business. Like if you're scared to go from home garage to mobile, or mobile to home garage, or mobile to shop, or go to another area, you probably don't have a reliable marketing system in place that helps, that brings in leads, quality leads for your business. And again, if you want to check it out, I mentioned it in the beginning, go to watch the free training that I have that goes over how we turned our websites into a customer generating machine that works 24/7. Like that is like over the last, I mean, call it like 8 years, I think. The number one method that we've got our customers from is not social media, is not ads, it's through our website, SEO. So check that out if you want to learn more. Or I think you can go to detailclass.com. Let me check that real quick. Detail. I haven't updated that one in a while. It should work. We're waiting here. We're waiting. Yeah, if you want, you can go to detailclass.com. Let me check that one more time. Yeah, you can go to detailclass.com and you can sign up for the free training if you guys are interested in that. Now, with all that being said, whether you're mobile, whether you're shop, whatever, like you need to be, your main focus should always be to deliver the best results to your customers, right? Because a thing is like, if you are, and it's pretty straightforward to say, but it's so true though. Like the reason why some customers or a lot of customers still bring their vehicle to our shop is because they enjoyed our experience and they enjoyed our services and they value our work, right? So at the end of the day, like whether you're mobile or shop, like if you're producing the best results that you can to your customers, that in itself, like if you have, like I'm just keep it very simple. If there's 2 pizza shops, right? And there's pizza shop A, which is, call it 5 minutes down the road, right? And then pizza shop B is 20 minutes down the road, right? 15-minute difference. To go from your house to pizza shop A and back will take you 10 minutes. But to go from your house to pizza shop B and back will take you 40 minutes, right? Now, let's say you're hungry, you really want food, but you like pizza shop B a lot more than pizza shop A, right? Even though pizza shop A is much closer to you, let's say they're even cheaper, right? But you like the pizza way more at pizza shop B, and the staff is a lot friendlier, and the ambiance of the place is a lot better. Even though it's further, even though it's more expensive, you're willing to go a bit further and pay a bit more because that's the pizza you want over there. It's the same thing with your business. Like if you are mobile, if you are shop based, if you want customers to bring their vehicle to your home garage, if you are shop, if you're getting rid of whatever, like if you are producing the best results that you can and the best experience and the best everything, and they're like, man, like I really like this detailer, like this is like he's actually professional and he cares about what he's doing. They'll go with you wherever you go. Obviously, if it makes sense, right? But they'll follow you because like they understand the services and the value that you offer. And again, like they might go try another detailer because like, oh, he's not mobile anymore. Like we've had this happen to us before. We're like, oh, well, they're not mobile anymore, so let me go find another mobile detailer. And they call another mobile detailer, and guess what? They're not as good. They're a lot cheaper, but they're not as good. And then they'll come to our shop and say, hey, yeah, man, like, you know, I contacted another mobile detailer just because, you know, that's what I was used to, but man, he didn't do as good of a job as you guys did. So I brought it back to you guys. Like that's what happens. Again, if you're producing the best results and the best experience and the best everything that you can, it's gonna help you out in the long run. Again, not that every customer is gonna follow you everywhere. No, but like you want to have that mentality of like, oh yes, I'm gonna put my best foot forward every single time. That way, like, you know, that's just what you're supposed to be doing with business. So I'll go ahead and end the episode right here. So obviously, no, I don't regret it. There's a lot of great things. I don't know. I don't even know if I said the answer. Anyways, no, like there's no regret about mobile detailing. Now, granted, there's other things that change when you go fully shop versus mobile. Like the cost of a shop is far more expensive than your van note on your mobile rig. But that'd be another episode. Again, if you want to check out the training, you can go to detailclass.com or just click the link down below and sign up. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys on the next one.